to a Bollywood dynasty, it's perhaps unsurprising that Hrithik Roshan first appeared on film as a child. After a short stint as an assistant director on films directed by his father, he starred in a spate of big banner movies. Performances like this as a Mughal emperor in 2008's Yoda Akbar won Hrithik critical acclaim and numerous accolades at film festivals in India and across the world.
Jay, meet my fiancée Natasha. Mi amor, venga aquí.
With the eagerly anticipated release of the love story Kites, his international exposure is set to increase.
Them.
The film has premiered in the US and in the UK this week to accompany a worldwide release. An English version of the movie, titled Kites the Remix, is also coming out. Edited for Western audiences by Hollywood director Brett Ratner. A leading light in Indian cinema, Hrithik Roshan is your connector of the day.
You're going to love this. Hrithik and his Kites co-stars are pretty busy promoting the movies at the moment, but I did manage to grab just a few moments with him earlier on today, and I began by asking him what he enjoyed most about making the film, and this is what he said.
Here was a film that was challenging every single preconceived notion about a Bollywood film, especially for someone like me who has built whatever I have through those successful examples of the formula Bollywood masala film, which is great because that's the promise. That's the promise that we sell, and it works great. But it works in our little comfort zone, in our little pond, you know. And I was always wondering why can't we come out of there and jump into the ocean and find out where we stand on a world platform.
It's not that small a pond, is it? It's a pond that hasn't extended into the States yet. Question from Agnes and her daughter, who say they find Indian movies fascinating and want to know more about Indian culture. What can Bollywood teach them?
Well, you know, I don't make films to necessarily teach people or propagate some morals or you know, instructions of how to. Films are to entertain, you know, and through a human story, you know, and it's basically if you make it with your heart, you touch people's hearts, you help them vent. You know, their own angst or understand life a little bit more, answer some questions, and it's cathartic sometimes. So that's movies for me.
Good stuff. All right, another viewer question here. Nitin has written in to us. He says, "Who do you think rules Bollywood? Shah Rukh Khan, Amir Khan, or you?"
None of them. Nobody rules. There is no crown, and the audiences, you know, they're not our subjects, you know. They are the true king, actually, you know. Everyone who comes into the film and applauds us is only... What people applaud is the fact that the human potential has manifested in my life, or Shah Rukh's life, or Amir's life, you know. It's just they see the manifestation of the potential that lies in all of us. And that's what they applaud. And we should never, ever take that for granted and use it to fill up our egos, you know, because that's just, you know, it's going to activate your mind a lot. You'll start calculating, you know, to maintain it and stuff, and that's the end of creativity.
Jonathan has asked, if you could cast two Western actors to be in a Bollywood film, who would they be? One man, one woman.
Oh, wow. Well, there's so many. It's impossible to pick just two names. There's so many brilliant actors, and, you know, it would be an honor, you know, to have... to be sharing a platform with any of them. It's impossible.
Nobody obvious, that's what you're saying. All right. How does it feel to be a heartthrob of the nation? I do hear what you've been saying in your answers preceding this, but you are. So how does it feel?
Well, it feels good, but you have to realize that, you know, there is no unconditional love. You know, I'm going to be judged with every film that I do, and but that's a good benchmark. That's a nice way of you know, getting my feedback to know if my heart's in the right place. And but all in all, it's just a compliment. You know, it's a pat on the back. Sometimes I use it to, just do that to myself, and then I move on, because if you hold on to that, again, as I said, it's going to start activating your ego, and then it's your downfall.